Hey, Debra, thanks for joining us today. I'm glad you could be here.
Thanks, Megan. I'm glad to be here.
So let's get started on answering some questions.
Perfect. I'm excited.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned about leadership, especially as a woman in the legal and energy industry?
So to not be afraid to be yourself. There's so many ways and styles of leadership that challenge you to be different than who you naturally are. And the more you lean into who you are and learn how to do that as a leader, the stronger and better leader you'll be.
Define OG's culture in 3 words with a focus on how it supports women in the workplace.
People, collaboration, and education. We're all about growth and learning.
What was the last book you read?
Oh, I just finished it. It was, it's gonna be kind of awkward for some director of people. It's called Getting Naked by Patrick Lencioni. It was one of his first books written about just how to deliver good service to people. And it was recommended by another friend of mine, and we do a lot of Patrick Lencioni's books as part of OG, and so I happened to just finish that one.
Who is a female leader in the energy or legal industry that inspires you?
Melissa Bushman. Most people might not know her name. She was my first boss at my previous employer, and she was VP of operations. She is still one of my closest friends and mentors, and just one of the most amazing people. If you ever get an opportunity to work for her, you should do it.
How has the role of women in energy law evolved during your career?
One of the greatest things that I've seen over my time is the number of women in the rooms making the decisions. And that has evolved. It used to just be me in the room sometimes with a room full of men. And over time and consulting, I started to see where it was a room full of women and only women making the key decisions. And that was a really amazing transformation to see.
If you had a dinner party with any 4 women in history, alive, dead, who would be on your invite list?
Oh, that would be really hard. There's a lot of amazing women, so I'm sure I'd leave somebody off. Melissa would always be on my list. I mean, to go easy, last year I was part of a leadership group, and there were 4 of us, and so it would have been our coach, Susan, another really good colleague of mine, Lauren Gale, Cheryl Oliver, who actually does some work for us right now as a contractor, and then Melissa Bushman. The 4 of us did a leadership grouping with Susan, and it was just an amazing group of women, and we stay in touch and support each other over text now.
You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it?
Probably the first song that pops in my head. So that would have been the first song I listened to this morning with my kids, Good Day by Forrest Frank. Anyway, really good song, and really peps me and my kids up in the drop-off line at school in the morning. You're gonna have a good day.
All right, Debra, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. This is a really wonderful month, and I'm glad that we're doing this.